Hello friends, Mark here from the Rosendale Band, and today I've got a G... Is it going to do this again? No, I've got a G&L Doheny Fullerton Deluxe Doheny, so it's made in America. Here it is. This is kind of why I bought this guitar, because of the whammy bar, which is just amazing. I mean, whammy bars are amazing anyway. It's the middle switch, which is the back pickup. Front pickup. I'm going to turn up the tone a little bit on this one. I am always a bit nervous about dive bombing any kind of whammy bar, because it's going to put the guitar out of tune. So let's just check it. Not quite there. What I know is to bend the strings out. Pretty good. It's pretty in tune, considering I've just been flailing around on it. I haven't really dive bombed it, but what's really cool about this the whammy bar is that it is proper back and forth. You can go up and down. I mean, I know you're supposed to be able to do that with, well, you can do that with all whammy bars, but I locked my on my Fender copy, the ESP I showed you last time, I locked that back because it was just a bit too dicey, whereas this is these are pretty awesome. G&L set up by Fender, Leo Fender, even after he left Fender, and he designed this bridge, the whammy bar and the bridge, after he left Fender, so this is a sort of updated version, and he thought this was quite a vast improvement on the Fender fulcrum whammy bars that and that was partly why I bought this guitar, really, because I was really quite intrigued as to how this would work, and it does work really well, as you can hear. I'd say it's super sensitive, actually. You barely have to touch it for it to really go. and you can just pull this in and out. It's a great system. It's got a little like Allen key thing, a little bolt there that you use with an Allen key, so you can lock it in much more. But if you just tighten it to a certain amount, it's not going to fall out, even though you can actually just pull it out when you want to. So it's a pretty cool system. That I like about it. So this is fairly modern guitar for my collection of guitars, I'd say. This I think this is 2020 this was built, sometime around then. And I'm very sad to say, and I'm sure you know, that G&L have stopped trading. They stopped trading last summer, I think. And it's a crying shame. I hope that somebody resurrects the brand, because they're pretty amazing. It's got jumbo frets on this thing, a really nice comfortable maple neck and a rosewood fretboard. I always thought that G&Ls were a bit of a sort of session guitarist type of guitar. Before I got my hands on one, I did see quite a few session boys sort of playing them. And as such, I sort of thought they weren't quite as cool, but and that may still be the case, I don't know. But you know, this sort of slightly souped up version of the Fender headstock, which has got that extra little bit on it that G&L decided to, or Leo Fender decided to put on it. This is the Doheny, and it's like the Jazzmaster sort of version. This, I think, actually, thinking about it, wasn't put into production till after he died. I think he had all the designs for it, but they never made it while he was still alive. It's got these G&L pickups in it. I was going to say they're humbuckers. They're not humbuckers. They're single coil. I think they're called wide range single coil pickups, and they got MFD, something like that. I can't remember what they stand for, but anyway, they sound really good. They're very sparkly and very chimey, actually. When I was playing earlier, what I found is it's almost, I've got the my amp on the treble. I initially put the bass and treble on at 12 o'clock, but I found that the treble needed to come down a bit, because this is pretty spangly and trebly, this guitar. And I've even backed off the tone pot down to about 8 for the, I mean, it sounds great actually. Fully up at 10 for the front pickup is perfect, right? That sounds pretty incredible, right? But I would say that that's the back pickup, and it's a little bit more ice picky. So if you roll that down, I actually put it, if you put it to 5, it's a bit more manageable. I like my guitars not too trebly, to be honest. That's my personal taste. I wouldn't, some people it'll obviously work for, but for me I prefer it slightly less, so I'd back that down a bit. That's your back pickup, and then the middle pickup. It's quite a sound actually in here. It's really great, this guitar. Neck's nice and comfortable, I think I mentioned that, and it's really easy to get around. I'll put some drive through it, but I wanted for you to hear the real clean sounds that this can do. Very chimey, Let's put a little bit more. We'll put the old Benson preamp on. And then I've got this great Keeley boot drive here. Actually, with the boost, I'm going to turn that tone right up. Another thing that Leo Fender did after Fender was he developed this other tone pot, essentially, that cuts the bass frequency out, which is quite interesting, because if I now stick this onto the front pickup, it's I mean, I love that, to be fair, but if it's too bassy for you, take this tone pot down here and take it right down, and then you're cutting out some of the bass frequencies. I think actually this tone pot on a Les Paul would be a flipping brilliant idea, because obviously lots of people complain about having too much bass frequencies in there, especially in the neck pickup of a Les Paul. I think this is a great idea. I might actually try and get one of these and stick it in a Les Paul and see what it sounds like. So that's with it rolled back a bit, and then I'll add in the bass now. I have gigged this guitar a few times with the covers band, and I have to say it is one of those things though that once you set your tones up, I'm not a big tone twiddler. I wouldn't change my tone that much, but it is, especially as a recording guitar, it's super useful, right? You can get lots of different tones out of it. I mean, if you wanted something really ice picky, you could definitely do that. Oh, I'm gonna just tune this for a second. Yeah, it slipped a bit from the whammy here. Better. Yeah, if you took out the bass here, I mean, that's a pretty specific use you'd want for it. I'm not sure I'd ever really use it on the back pickup, that's for sure, because you're just going to get ice picks in your ears. But it's cool, it's interesting. But generally, I think this guitar shines for these super clean sounds. Take that off again. Yeah, I dig it. Let's put a little bit of drive through it. That's very creamy. That's really nice, actually. I like that. Jay Maskis obviously plays one of these. There's loads of offset players. Kurt Cobain obviously played this sort of thing, and Johnny Marr, of course, is absolutely one of my heroes. And obviously it's not a Fender, it's a G&L, and it doesn't have the various switching that you get on the Fenders. But I think it's a bit of a killer, this guitar. It's really good. It's very comfortable with all the scalloping at the back and that kind of stuff. Makes it nice and easy to play. Yeah, I dig it. It's super clean, this one. There's no scratches or anything on it. I did get it second hand. And I'm actually thinking of letting it go. So if anyone wants to get in touch, I might be flogging it. On other notes, right, this is, I did a gig on Saturday night with my band, but that's got nothing to do with it. This is just to say that don't go snowboarding if you're a guitar player, because this is kind of what happens. I went away for a week, which is why I haven't done a video for a little while. And I managed to crush my wrist against an elderly Italian gentleman. And this is the bruising that's coming out now. So it was pretty painful to play on Saturday night. I got through it, had a wrist brace, and now I'm just sort of, it's just getting there now. It's not broken because I can kind of move my arm and wrist around, but this is what we do when we're suffering for our art. Okay, I'll play out a little bit now, and yeah, let's hear it again. The G&L Doheny. Thanks a lot. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.